for justice, I can get down for that. What I can't get down for are these state-funded, Israeli-funded, right-wing funded organizations or projects that are quite literally have a political agenda. Now, when you look at these normalization projects and the millions of dollars that are pumped into them, and then you look at some of their board members, on any other day of the week, they would say Palestinians are barbarians. Palestinians don't exist. Now, when you inspect the reasoning for why they're supporting these projects, they're very candid about it. Well, it's a political move. We want to subvert the agenda of Students for Justice in Palestine. We want to take the wind out of the sails of the community organizations. We want to push back against boycott, divestment, and sanctions. So when you are using art or projects as a tool to reaffirm structures and systems of oppression, we have an ethical and moral obligation to stand against that. So this is called Normalize This. You want to hop on like the awesome train towards justice? Cool, let's go. You want to affirm oppression? You can fuck up. Nothing is normal about occupation. Nothing normal about apartheid, ethnic cleansing, siege, blockade, settler-only roads, bombing water wells, schools, mosques, and UN buildings. Nothing normal about putting a civilian population on a diet, paying non-indigenous colonizers to settle land that is already populated, rewriting the Nakba with each stolen childhood, trying to desensitize the bullet holes and claw marks put into the bodies of Bassem Abu-Rahmeh and Rachel Corrie. No, I don't want to normalize with you. I don't want to hug, have coffee, talk it out, break bread, sit around the campfire and gush about how we're all the same. I don't want to share the stage, co-write a poem, submit your anthology, talk about how art, instead of justice, can forge a better path. I don't want to indulge your amnesia about a glorious past. Have a therapy session on two sides with equal grievances. The only thing barren is your moral capacity. Blooming a settler colonial state with appropriated culture, I will not fight for your privilege. Nor will I seek to normalize it. Your dialogue group, it's a breeding ground for injustice. Just look at the board members in the ZOA sponsorship. Zionism is the real demographic threat, infecting the minds of millions with racism. They were hooded in the South, pushing darker nations into Bantustans, jailing young men in H blocks in North Ireland. In case you missed the hint, I don't want to pretend all is okay, or that bombs dropped on Gaza don't have a manufacturer, the pilot doesn't have a nationality, or somehow Shimon Peres is any different than Avigdor Lieberman. It's not just the occupation. Stupid. It's a right of return. Equality for all Palestinians. It's a transformation from a racist, exclusivist, supremacist state to a nation for all of its citizens. You deserve nothing. Nothing. More than equality. Which means more than African refugees are provided in South Tel Aviv. You are the shining light on a settlement hill, reminding the world that racism often comes in nice packaging. Guess what? We don't give the Sudan $3.4 billion a year in military aid. Don't have preferential trade agreements with North Korea. Don't call Iran a democracy. Israel, you're a proxy for empire. A 1950s ethnocracy trapped in 21st century clothing. Yes! You're singled out. With aid, weapons, and you had vetoes in your favor. Did I hurt your feelings? No? Should we hug after the show? Do these words hurt more than, I don't know, bombs dropped on Gaza? White phosphorus eating the flesh of children? I am not the bad guy. You're defending the bad system. Your words and actions have consequences. You're either